Hi, good morning. Wow, we're not in my kitchen, but we're at Sobahn Restaurant, which is a lovely Korean restaurant. It serves my favorite bone broth soup. And we're here to visit with a couple friends of mine, actually from my church. It's Sharon and Suzanne Sharon, and they're gonna teach us how to make traditional Korean dumplings. They're gonna go into a recipe that I'm gonna teach you how to do in a later video. So come on in with us and we're gonna do some cooking in somebody else's kitchen. We're here this morning with these two lovely ladies that are friends of mine, and this is one of my favorite restaurants to eat bone broth soup. How do you pronounce the soup that you have that's made? I know it says bone broth under it.
Yeah, it's salongtang.
Salongtang?
Yeah,
Did I say
salongtang.
Salongtang?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my favorite soup here. I love to go to restaurants that serve real food. Now, obviously, I have a little niche and we do a lot of organic things and things like that, but when we go abroad, obviously we just want to focus on restaurants who do traditional cooking and do from scratch cooking. And that's what's happening in this kitchen, and that's what's going to be happening when we do the second part of this video where we pull this all together. But today, these two lovely ladies are going to teach us how to make a traditional dumpling Korean style.
Yeah, the name is mandu.
Mandu.
Yeah,
so
that's a Korean
mandu,
name.
we're going to make a mandu.
Yes.
All right. Well, Susanna's going to get started and teach me, and then Sharon's going to come over and we're going to do it together.
They have two different sides. They
Okay.
have more powder because
Okay.
they was not stuck together.
Okay.
So usually use this part is better.
Okay.
Because this one is we're gonna cook.
Okay,
So-
that makes sense. So we're going to use the side that's wetter to put our filling, and the drier side is the side we're going to cook on.
Then use the brush. If you don't have a brush, you can use your finger.
Okay, and so this is actually an egg that's been beaten up, and we're using it as glue to make this stick together when we do the cooking.
Okay. And then you put it in like this.
Okay, so this is our filling, and this filling, oh my goodness, Susanna just whipped this together in like minutes, but this has a traditional tofu in there. It has yam noodles, which is a very traditional ingredient that will actually help bind this together. I'm actually going to get some before I do mine tomorrow. And then she's got leeks and some onions and garlic and some seasoning. And I tasted this as we walked over here, and it was divine already, and we haven't even cooked this all the way yet. So it is delish, and now she's going to put it together.
Filling in there and put together. Just push a little bit hard and stuck together.
So just pinching it together.
That's it. So you can use it like this, but I'm gonna do the fried one first.
Okay,
So
okay.
make a little bit design on it,
Okay.
but you don't have to do that.
No,
But
that's
just Make
pretty.
a little bit, yeah, looks better.
So you're alternating
It's just
sides.
like this. Yeah.
Oh, that
other
looks
side
just like a
this.
restaurant. Well, we're
Yeah.
in a restaurant. Hello.
And another one's different shape. So for the soup.
Okay, this one's going to be for the soup, so this is the one I'm going to do tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yes,
same
it is.
for-
It is.
The same way, just put really hard, stuck together, and then you just fingers put it in the middle,
Okay.
and then turn around and stuck together like this.
And
You
you
have
put
a
a
little
little-
bit, yeah.
little glue.
like this. Yeah. If you put too much inside, it's gonna be
It's gonna
open.
pull,
Yeah.
right.
So put like this.
All right, there's our proper wonton right there, people. Sharon's really the one in this kitchen that makes a
You need to
lot
go
of these.
over.
So
Yeah.
come on over.
So we're gonna do this together.
Okay, I'm ready.
So because we make so much at the restaurant, what I usually do, if you want to take
Yes.
a stack,
Okay,
I'll take a stack.
okay.
And this way, if you're making it at home and you're trying to knock it out
Right, knock it out, exactly.
quickly,
That's what I
okay,
do.
So
Uh-huh.
what we do is I'll line it up. So really,
Flour side down?
Yeah, flour side down. Yep.
Okay.
And then what you're gonna do is, if you overlap it like this,
Oh,
you get
So you could do
half
more than-
the crust, like half the the skin,
Uh-huh.
and that way you can still like bind it together.
Gotcha.
So this is just a technique that we use. Just
I
to
love techniques. I
get
share
through
all
it.
mine, and y'all are sharing yours with me. Thank
Okay.
you.
So if you line this up, and then you have your egg mixture, and that way, all you have to do is almost
so
paint
smart.
it. If you go top down, it's better. Okay.
Top down. Line
And if
it
you
up.
kind of do it in a circular motion,
Right.
in one stroke, you can get it
Okay.
pretty much with all the egg.
I'm dripping.
There you go.
Yeah, I need to come back and just sous chef for y'all for about a month.
That
So
would
I
be
have
great.
all your tricks.
Okay.
Okay.
And then pull up, just get one, yep. And then you can do your filling here.
Okay. That's a perfect size spoon, so you don't overdo it.
Yeah.
Right? That's probably important.
Yeah, and just sometimes you might, because the noodles you want to cut it as small
Yes.
pieces as possible, because in that way they don't poke out and then they won't pierce the skin either.
There we go.
So then you're just gonna fold it in half and make sure you get the
That contact.
Yep. Go. And then tight is good, and then you can.
You're holding it where it's
Yep, like that.
like that, where the folds on the inside. Okay. And then I need a little glue.
Just a little glue on the edges, and
Okay.
then bind it together.
Have too much filling?
Nope, you got it. So there's a little trick. So after you've binded it, and if it's not like a perfect circle, if you kind of push it in the middle, it not only will when you cook it, it's easier to kind of like set in the pan.
Right.
But then it makes more of that circular motion.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. That was good.
Whoa, I did one.
Yes.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay, let's keep going. It's almost like you're cupping it like
Okay,
that.
Okay.
So you kind of, because it's pretty, yeah.
And then you push it.
And then I just push it.
One side is a little flatter than other side.
Right.
This one is go to the bottom. This makes it easy to the.
Oh, it's because it'll slide in your
Yeah,
hand.
uh-huh.
Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
uh-huh.
Okay. Okay.
Mom, can you tell Holly why we eat tteokguk every New Year's Day?
Oh. Tteokguk is a New Year's soup. We have several different soup,
Right.
like birthday soup with the seaweed soup, and tteokguk is New Year's soup. So like this.
Yes.
So if someone born is December 31st, that is one. We count
Right.
1 year old.
1 year old.
And next day,
next-
January 1st, we count 2 years
2 years old. Right.
Yes, like this. The time is we ate the tteokguk. If someone didn't eat the tteokguk, we say, no, you didn't get the 1 year old.
You didn't get the year, you missed it, right.
missed
You gotta
it.
eat the soup.
So, yeah, we have to eat the soup. So I don't know what is the history about it, because
Right.
I forgot about it.
Right.
So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that's
cool.
why New Year's soup is tteokguk. So mandu is a dumpling.
Right.
Make a little bit more flavor, so we add later. So yeah, so we call it tong mandukuk.
Dang manduko.
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Okay, what- try it again.
Butchered it.
Tteokguk and mandukuk together. So tok mandukuk.
Yes.
Uh.
Good job.
Yeah, you have to
If I
say
say that, I'll ruin it.
Yeah, it's okay.
it. Go slow.
Duck, man, Google,
Mandu.
Google.
man.
There's no Google.
No Google.
Yeah.
Google, you are not in this dish.
Yeah, tok
Duck,
man
man,
do
do,
cook.
cool.
Yeah,
Duck,
tong man
man,
do
do,
cook.
cool.
Oh yeah, good.
Kinda.
Tong
Duck,
man
man,
do
do,
cook.
cool.
Yeah, tong man do cook.
Okay.
So
Yes.
we're gonna finish
So
our
let's
dumplings.
finish the
Goodness,
dumplings.
because this I know how to do.
You're doing good.
It got a little soft.
It's really good.
So what's in your filling for tomorrow?
Okay, so I have some organic pork, which is not easy to get a hold to. I got it
Okay.
at Whole Foods.
Wow.
You know, so and then I like cilantro
Okay.
in mine. So cilantro is one of my favorite.
Oh.
It's just one of my favorite herbs, period. But that's one of my favorite wontons that I've bought in the past. So I'm just kind of mocking their
okay.
recipe.
Okay.
I do not have any yams in it.
This
But
is the noodles.
yes.
Okay.
So I was going to use egg to bind it.
Okay.
But I kind of like the idea of doing that, so I think I'm going to get some yams before we begin tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, flour side down.
Yep.
A little glue on each side. Hope I'm still doing good.
Yeah, you're doing great.
All right, well, I will come and make some of these for y'all someday soon. All right, so I asked Susanna how she cooks these, and she said she pre-cooks them first. But go ahead and tell us how you prepare these for the soup.
Soup, yeah. First time is this one. You can use just boiled water or boiled soup.
Okay.
You put it in there.
Okay.
And then there is first time you put it in the water, that is goes down.
Sinks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after the cooked it, that is come up.
Comes to the top, so it's time to fish them out.
Yeah.
Okay, with a little net.
So in
yeah.
that case, you don't have to you don't have to like double boil them.
Okay.
Or steam them.
Okay.
So for, you know, like if you're
So they're
serving
fully
it, you could
cooked
serve
once
them
it's happening.
right
Yeah.
away.
If you
Right.
like
you want it
this.
right away,
Right.
you can do like this. But
Right.
you want to keep it freezer,
Okay.
you have to steam first,
Okay. Okay.
and then you can put it in the freezer.
Okay. But if we're just making them fresh,
Yep.
we're gonna
Yeah.
par cook them, take them out, and then you could just put them in the broth, put them in the bowl, and put the broth on top.
Yeah, well, so if you're gonna eat it directly, like let's say that we were done making it and we were gonna serve the soup today,
Right.
we would get our broth in a pot,
Right.
bring it to a boil,
Right.
and once it starts boiling, then you can drop the
Right, these
just
right in.
as is,
Okay,
right
okay.
in, and they'll sink to the bottom.
Okay.
And as they boil and as it cooks, they'll rise to the top.
And then you just take the whole thing and put it in your bowl.
There
So
you
do
go.
you ladle out your noodles, put them in the bowl, and then pour your broth on top?
Yep.
Okay, that's
Yep.
what I do too.
That's easier
Yeah.
to plate
Yeah.
and looks nicer.
Right.
You guys gotta make it more so I can cook for the. You guys
Oh.
can eat them today.
Are you going to cook them for us? Yes,
gonna be
we would
about fun.
love to.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So this is what she took right out of her cooler. And as you can see, just give it a little shimmy. That's gelatin in there, folks. So anyway, she is going to, Susanna's going to make us the soup to go with our dumplings. So she's taking that to the wok. In the wok, taking it to their fire.
Yeah, for the garlics, fresh garlic. But some people they use the machine, and I don't like this. I'm gonna add a little bit water in it. Yeah, when you do the mandukku, water.
To get it going. Right. 4 ingredients. Oh, yeah. Right. So 4 ingredients. So the dumplings are going in. And they're sinking to the bottom. You get to have a taste. My goodness. Yum. Oh, I taste all that fresh garlic in there. Oh, it's
Yeah.
divine.
Let's see.
You better be hungry. Egg?
Oh, yeah.
So
Do we-
traditional toppings.
Do we have egg?
Uh,
Egg and little bitty. The.
You mean like cooked eggs?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's like little toppings that will
At
go
least
on
we
there.
have some for the.
You can do egg, and then you separate the yolks out. So you do white and
Yellow.
yellow,
And
and then
yeah.
and then the green onions,
And then kim.
and then a little
Seaweed.
seaweed. Here we can do that.
It's good right now, but yeah. So Korean food is a lot of works.
Yes,
Actually,
yes,
yeah.
yes. My house too. It's not Korean, but it's. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of love, right, to make
Yeah,
a dish.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Really good. Okay. Oh,
So
Let's
egg
go.
white, egg yellow.
And then fry it,
Okay.
and then just
Okay. So this is the finished dish. Isn't that beautiful? So there's seaweed on top that Sharon minced up sliced up julienne with some scissors, and that's some green onion and some egg. And they separate the egg and the white and the yellow, mix them up, cook them separately, and then you just cut those really thin, and that's a nice garnish to add color and delish. And then there's some kimchi right here in the front with purple cabbage. Is it purple cabbage and purple onion?
It's purple cabbage and a daikon.
And a
So we
daikon.
call that murgimchi. So technically, it translates to water kimchi.
Water kimchi.
So
Okay.
usually we
Is it
put
with a K? Water
Uh-huh.
kimchi.
Yep. So we put there's some serrano peppers in it, so it's got a kick to it. But sometimes you'll make it with no spice at all. You want some? Oh,
Well, it's your fault.
I see restaurants going out of